I couldn't be more delighted that we've been awarded gold in the Teaching Excellence Framework, and dare I say, we deserve it. We really are a university that cares about our students and does what we can to give them the best possible education.
I think what the Gold Award says is that this is really focused on the fact that we've understood the different needs of all our students across different groups, different disciplines, different faculties, and the gold to me is about saying it's not just about here and there, little bits of excellence and little bits of good practice, it's about the way Kingston has been able to have that across the whole university. And that's actually really quite hard to do given we're such a diverse university.
Gold is, a great accolade for the university and a great thing that says to our students and our colleagues, you've done a fantastic job. You've done an outstanding job.
The TEF looks at excellence everywhere for gold, so we've got lots of individual programmes we could talk about, and we brought some of those into discussion, things like Elevate for our graduates, students from minority ethnic backgrounds, for example. But the key thing about TEF is it's sort of saying, are you doing things to support all your students? And for me, the approach we've taken to the inclusive curriculum has been really important to that, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We have things in there as well, such as, for example, the bus service. Yeah. We pointed out that was actually really important in terms of providing students with a free way to move between our campuses.
And I think the philosophy of that individual approach to student support through the curriculum, but through all of the support services you've talked about, and things like our laptop loan, where students have got issues around digital poverty, for example, that shows that sort of making something personal. So obviously we've got a lot of students and a lot of courses, and there's a kind of mass approach in some ways, but I think this gold reflects the fact that we've really thought about, from an individual perspective, what does the student want from a university? What does the experience need for them to succeed and to thrive?
And the key thing about TEF is looking at the last 4 years, and indeed for many of our students in the data, it's actually looking at a longer period. So this is about the sustained period of outstanding practice at the university. It's about students who have come to us over the past 4 or more years in terms of their education and their outcomes, and saying over that sustained period we've met the needs consistently of those students.
A new cohort of students joining us, and of course the world that they're going to graduate into 3 years' time, we already know is going to be very different. We talked a lot about AI and how we need to be responsive to that. So I think that sense of it not being a snapshot but being about a journey.
In our TEF submission we talked about what we had done during the pandemic to support students in what was a really difficult and challenging time. We talked about how we had provided spaces on campus as campus opened up, so students were able to study here. We talked about how we had been flexible in terms of our delivery, how, for example, the KSA final art show had been moved online, and how we had learned from that. Over the next 4 years, I think one of the things that's going to be really important is the rollout of our Future Skills programme. Clearly, as we are now, all new students coming in at level 4 will engage with Navigate. This time next year they'll be all starting their Explore modules, and in 3 years' time every undergraduate student will be fully engaged in our Future Skills programme. And our Future Skills programme is very much about the challenges that we face going forward and equipping our students as best we can to be able to meet those needs and be successful in a fast changing environment.
Such a lovely thing that I think has that sort of international and national recognition. So I think students, some of our international students and students from across the country, when they're coming to look at what university they want to go to, this is a meaningful thing to them to say, I know that if I go to this university, this is somewhere that really is prioritising my learning experience. But I think it's also great that the local community is able to sort of say, commuter students who, this is my local university, this is where I'm going to go. I don't have to travel for that kind of excellence. It's right here in Kingston.
I think many students, potential students around the world who are looking for a great opportunity to study in the UK, to study a programme that will be meeting their needs, will provide them with an excellent education, can look at that TEF Gold Award and see that really as a marker of quality and a great reason to come to Kingston. Apart from all the other fantastic reasons, it's a superb place to study and a superb place to be.